Take those photos and it will give you the ability after a month, 2 months to look back and see very clear differences in your lock journey. What's good, YouTube? tplocks here, bringing you guys another video today. Yes, today I'm gonna give you the first 5 steps to starting a brand new lock journey in 2023. If you're interested in that video, stay tuned. Per usual, you guys, if you've not done so already, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you have hit that like and subscribe button already, definitely wanna make sure you hit that notification bell to stay notified on all the posts the moment I post. Let's get started. There's a lot of you guys watching this video who are gonna wanna start your brand new lock journeys and have decided that 2023 is gonna be your year. I'm here to help you out with that. I'm gonna give you some best practices and 5 things that you should do step by step to start off your lock journeys in the most successful way possible. This simple step by step is going to give you the first couple things that you should be doing and explain the why, okay? The very first thing you should do is grow your hair. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Oh, duh, this is basic. Why would you just give me things that I already know?
The reason why this is extremely important, you guys, is because it's not just about growing your hair, but it's growing your hair in a way that's going to ensure you the best success. When I started my lock journey, I grew my hair out to barely braid length. Now, what happens when you start your lock journey out and your hair is really, really short and just barely able to stay locked? For one, it can be easier for your locks to come out. For two, it can also take you a lot longer to get to some of the lock versatility that you're gonna want. It can take a little bit longer when you start your hair off very, very short. I would recommend for anybody trying to start off their lock journey is to grow their hair out to at least braid length, okay? And I'm not talking about the little neck braids where you just barely at the nape of your neck. Give yourself some time so that after a year of locks, you look like you've been locked for a year. Take it from somebody who had very, very short locks. I was probably at my 9-month to my 1-year mark, and it looked like I was probably in my 6-month starting. This can be very difficult for those of you guys because psychologically, when you invested that much amount of time, you kind of want a little bit more fruits for your labor, okay? Even though it is a labor of love, you want a little bit more versatility. So that would be step number 1. Grow your hair out to a substantial length so that you're able to have a little bit more bang for your buck as your lock journey progresses. Step number 2. Research. Obviously, if you're somebody who's trying to do freeform locks or less manicured look, this may not be as important. But for those of you guys who want to control for the exact look that you have, you want to control for the parting style, texture considerations that you need to make for each parting style, you're going to want to make sure you do that research. And this research is going to be important because when you sit in your loctician's chair, you're going to want to make sure that you can have the conversation with her from an informed perspective. Far too many times we will go sit in a loctician's chair and we'll just trust that she's going to know exactly what we want. Do all of that research so that you are informed on how to get to the desired look that you're going for, okay? That is thing number 3. Finding a loctician. Now, y'all, this loctician is going to be very, very important. The reason why I say it's important is because this loctician is going to be in charge of establishing your lock foundation. She's the one that's going to be giving you your parts. She's the one that's going to be maintaining the integrity of those parts. And she's going to have to be the one that you trust to establish that healthy foundation. Now, I would say for best results with a loctician, you're going to want to find someone that's got some great reviews. This could be online or word of mouth. Hopefully find someone that's got some sort of visual portfolio or a social media presence. Ideally, if I'm going to be starting my locks in 2023 and I want them off to the greatest start, I want to make sure that the person is able to execute on some of my asks via the research. Hey, can you do crescent parts? Can you do diamond parts? Can you make my locks this thickness? A lot of locticians out there will tell you they could do something without a track record of doing that, and you've seen the horror stories out there, whether it be interlocking, crocheting, all those methods, and they don't know what they're doing, and you ended up there with something that you didn't want because maybe we didn't spend a little extra time on finding the right loctician, okay? A loctician is very important. In addition to being able to execute on the look that you want, I would recommend for the first 3 to 5 months of your lock journey, you should be utilizing this loctician at least once a month to help keep your parts and everything maintained. Now, the reason why I say once a month is because I'm assuming that all of us are going to be washing our hair at least once every 2 weeks. When you're washing your hair once every 2 weeks, whether it's gentle washes, whether it's washing up under a do-rag, trying to make sure that you're not messing up your parts too much, you're going to need that loctician to be able to come back with an already established reference point of where you started and be able to bring those parts back to life. Basically, someone who's gonna be able to group those hairs back where they were originally intended. The reason I say that 3 to 5 month period is because after 3 to 5 months, depending on your hair texture, your hair should be locked enough for you to do your own wash and goes. Once you get to that point, it'll be a little bit easier for you to maintain those parts. I will lean on them those first 3 to 5 months to make sure that as you're washing, as you're getting in there, and your hair is undergoing that natural process of unraveling, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have a professional that's getting back in there and keeping you on track. And keep in mind that each time your hair unravels, you guys, it is not resetting the process. The lactician is gonna be able to take that same hair, put it right back in that same part, and pick up right back where you left off. So make no mistakes there. That lactation is gonna be very important. Thing number 4, you wanna establish a reliable product line. And now, how do you determine what's reliable, what the best product line is gonna be? For me, those pillars would be something that's all natural and organic, something that doesn't cause a lot of buildup, something that's designed by a lactician, somebody who actually has locks. Lastly, I would like it to be a Black-owned business. Now, obviously, you guys know I am Team House of Isis, so those are the people I rock with all day. But if you aren't able to utilize House of Isis, there are other product lines. I was using Eden Body Works, I was using Lion Locks at one point, I was using Design Essentials at one point. They weren't all organic, so it's probably the reason why I'm not using them anymore. But again, for my 4 pillars, those are the things that you're gonna wanna focus on. Now, within this product line and those 4 pillars, you're gonna wanna find a clarifying shampoo. Reason why you wanna find a clarifying shampoo is because you wanna make sure that you have a product that's gonna be designed to get all of the excess out of your locks. You don't want your hair weighed down by any buildup. So a clarifying shampoo is going to be really helpful for that. Secondly, you're gonna make sure you find some sort of conditioner. This could be either a shampoo conditioner style, or it could be through some sort of moisturization product. You wanna make sure you find an organic lock and twisting gel. Lastly, you're gonna wanna make sure you find a head covering for when you are at home and when you're out and about in the streets, okay? You Go Natural has a great mobile head covering that's satin lined. There's also, of course, bonnets that you can utilize at home, do-rags that you can utilize at home. If you need product recommendations, those will be in the description below as well. But that's really all you need. You wanna make sure that you keep it as simple as possible. I go to Sally's or any beauty supply or Target, and if you got a continent of Africa and some Komoyo beads on a bottle, I'm probably gonna buy it. Just straight up, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna give it a review on it and see what it's really talking about. And it's not because I promote those products, it's just because natural consumerism, you're curious oftentimes. A lot of us, we start our journey, we're all discombobulated by all the products that are out there, and then we end up using something that causes some buildup. We use something that is really not good for our hair. So let's first make sure that you establish a reliable product line with the pillars that I've utilized, and just keep it simple. Those 4 products, those 4 pillars as closely as you can. If it's important to you, establish your own pillars. Establish those products first and foremost. All right, that's thing number 5, you guys. Pick a routine and stick to it. Understand that as you're looking for information about locks, there's gonna be a lot of lock pages like mine that are gonna be, promoting their own individual morning and night routine. Each nighttime routine, morning routine, whatever routine you cultivate is gonna have to be one that is based in your hair porosity, your hair texture, your individual hair situation. Nobody's gonna be able to look from within their computer screens and go, you know what? I think you need to moisturize 3 to 5 times a week. I think you need this much on your scalp. You're gonna have to curate that on your own. This is why research and having an understanding of your hair is going to be very important for your lock journey. For me, I know I deal with seborrheic dermatitis. Therefore, I know at least 2 to 3 times a week, I'm gonna be oiling and massaging my scalp with some tea tree oil, some sort of scalp mist, something to help up with my scalp condition. I also know that my hair is prone to be pretty dry. So I know that I need to moisturize my hair almost daily so that it feels the way that I want it to feel. It feels moisturized and it doesn't feel dry and brittle. My maintenance routine is gonna be completely different, even down to how often I would recommend washing. It's gonna be completely different than yours. So what I would recommend is understanding your hair, your situation, how your DNA genetics code all combines for your unique hair situation, and establish your routine based on that. Now, I do have other videos to kind of help you out, whether it's identifying your hair porosity, identifying how long it'll take to lock. All those videos across the channel to help you out with this, but do that research first and then establish a simple routine. No one thing is going to ruin your lock journey. Your locks are going to be pretty resilient, so you're going to typically have an opportunity to make corrections as time goes on. Understand that as well. In order to make sure that you can avoid some of the mistakes that I've made and many other lock journeys have made, reduce that as early as possible by just establishing the proper routine. All right, that's thing number 5. Last thing, you guys, again, as a bonus tip, I had to add it. I tell this to everybody who's starting their lock journey: take photos. Take photos. Now, the reason I say to take photos is because a lot of us sort of have a little bit of a dysmorphia when it comes to our hair. We're seeing it every day, when we're looking at it every day, and believe me, you're gonna be looking at your hair, touching it every single day. It becomes very difficult to track all the growth that is actually happening. So take a photo once every 2 weeks. Take a photo once every month if you want to. But take that photo, it can be a selfie camera, it could be a fancy camera like the one that I have. Take those photos and it will give you the ability after a month, 2 months, to look back and see very clear differences in your lock journey. The reason this is important because a lot of us are discouraged early on in our lock careers because we don't feel like it's growing. I get those comments almost every single day. You would be able to very clearly identify the changes that your hair is undergoing by simply taking those photos. And taking those photos and seeing those changes, you can be affirmed that your hair is growing. You can maintain that confidence that you're headed in the direction that you want to because you've done everything on this list, and you can just feel good about your journey. And at the end, you'll have this rich, tangible catalog of all of the developmental changes of your locks, and you'll thank me for it. Trust me. Me keeping the photos of my locks early on has helped countless others maintain the inspiration for their journeys and encouragement in their journeys as well. Please trust and believe you will not regret this last tip. At the end of a year, you're gonna look back at all those photos and you are really gonna be proud of what you're looking at. I guarantee it, okay? But that is thing number 6. Guys, I know some of you guys are still gonna have questions, so I do encourage you to leave those in the comment section below. I will answer every single one of them. Please also be advised that I do have videos that can answer some of those questions as well. So in asking those questions, don't be surprised if I shoot you a video recommendation to help you out with some of your answers as well, okay? I do hope this video is helpful to you. Coming into 2023, I wanna make sure that those new journeys start off right. I feel like I'm seeing dreadlock mistakes, dreadlock errors. People are, ending their lock journeys every single day based on some of the mistakes that they could have avoided with a list like this. So I really wanna help you guys out, and I hope that this list does, okay? And tplocks, signing out.
Yo, tplocks fam, what is going on? You already know it's your boy Backpack Beatz. If you like the music on my homie TP's channel, definitely come over to my channel. I got more of these. I'm making beats every week. I'm also DJing every week for the No More Free Beat Show. So definitely make sure you stay tuned in. Got a lot of stuff popping. I appreciate everybody who's been coming from TP's channel as well. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, so I really appreciate y'all for coming through, showing love. It's nothing but a community over here for real. We got the dope vibes. So definitely stay tuned to what we doing on TP's channel. Make sure you stay tuned to what I'm doing on my channel also. And it's gonna be fire, man. Dope beats, dope music, dope vibes. Appreciate y'all.